Well, Jen, people in town had the chance to speak up at a public hearing for 2 ordinances that had to do with alcohol, smoking and vaping, and cannabis use. And during that public hearing, many people brought up a concern about the language of those ordinances. The town of Vernon taking up the issue of cannabis use during a town council meeting Tuesday night. Proposed ordinances look to ban the use of cannabis on town properties, places like parks or town hall and other public areas.
If you're on town property, we don't want you smoking.
Members of the community were invited to share their thoughts, and most of them echoed a similar concern. The original language of the ordinances included the word possession, suggesting the town would make it illegal for someone to be carrying cannabis on these properties, despite it being legalized across the state.
Being that some individuals have been authorized to use marijuana for medicinal purposes, I think that's just a very detrimental word to include in an ordinance when you wouldn't penalize someone if they had Advil in their pocket.
After the public comment section, though, the mayor said the ordinances were not supposed to be about possession. Instead, the goal was to focus on just the use in public spaces, something he says was in response to recent events.
We had our 4th of July fireworks, and we had families set up to watch this, and people were smoking marijuana. And we got a lot of complaints about it. So we made a move to, ban it from the parks.
The language was changed to get rid of the word possession, with both proposals passing.
Unanimous.
The idea of banning the use of cannabis supported by many of the people in attendance, even those who had concerns about the original legislation.
Right now you can't drink or smoke there either. So I think not using cannabis in these places is consistent with those as well. And I have no problem with that consistency.
I understand where they're coming from. We want to have all of our public spaces be safe and be usable.
Vaping will also not be allowed in these public spaces under these new ordinances. The mayor said that's because that's also become an issue in these spaces, with people leaving the cartridges in places like the town parks. Live in Vernon, Gabby Molina, Fox 61 News.